who take their children to Riley Hospital for Children with expenses like gas, food, and lodging. Alda for Bergen and Company. Financial planning, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at aldaforbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Bobcat of Warsaw is the proud sponsor of 3 for 3 for the Casey Riley Kids Fund. This year when the Tiger varsity makes a three-pointer, Bobcat of Warsaw will donate $3 to the Kosciuszko County Riley Kids Fund. Bobcat of Warsaw is a dealer for the triple threat of products, Bobcat, X-Mark, and Cub Cadet. Bobcat of Warsaw, State Road 15 south of Warsaw, a proud supporter of Warsaw Tiger Sports on News Now Warsaw. Last night in the NLC, Concord beat Wawasee 66-56, Mishawaka beat Goshen 51-33, Northridge beat Plymouth 55-45, and Northwood beat Warsaw 70-51. The Panthers now are undefeated at 5-0. They lead the conference by a game and a half over Mishawaka's 3-1. Warsaw and Concord are 3-2. The Tigers average 56 points a game. They're giving up 52. Last night they gave up a season-high 70, and that's because the Panthers, Jared Shaw, shot 65% for the field, and were 10 of 16 for three-point range.
Well, yeah, and some of that 10 for 16 didn't come from 19 feet 9 inches. It came from 35 feet and further and beyond. And Cade Brenner is a special basketball player, and the way he played last night in front of that crowd shows you just how good he is. And the fact that he's only a junior and has one more year of eligibility left before he graduates it says something about how hard he has worked in the last year, because he had a great year last year, probably should have been a regional champion, but now they're going after it this year, the number one team in 3A, and they believe they should be, and they definitely should be the number one team in 3A.
You got to see the game later. What were your positive takeaways for the Tigers that they can implement tonight?
Well, the first thing is when they get down 7-0, I really thought they answered the bell a little bit there, coming back in with, you're in a hostile environment. You were on the road, and you could have really just kind of folded up shop and left, but you didn't. They battled, and I think, they make a couple more shots. They get a couple more turnovers there towards the end of that third quarter, and then the fourth quarter might change things. But they just got to keep competing and keep getting after it, because I thought last night it wasn't an effort thing. It was just Northwood is a good basketball team. They executed offensively extremely well, and defensively they allowed Warsaw to have what they wanted them to have. And Warsaw's really got to focus on what their strengths are and get the ball to the basket area and force the issue sometimes when they drive to the basket.
And one other thing they really got to do at some point to get back on the winning track is they got to figure out how to get into Russ Winchester's head and get him to get the ball in the basket, because right now that basket looks like it's about 3 inches wide.
Well, and that's the thing with Russ. He does do so many things for this basketball team in terms of taking charges and rebounding the basketball. His shooting right now has struggled, but I've got a feeling just with the personality that I see Russ have when he's walking around and everything, it's going to take maybe 1 or 2 shots to get that confidence back. Everybody loses confidence as a basketball player. It happens. But how quickly are you going to get it back once you start making shots? Because I can tell you right now, Russ Winchester is a very good basketball player, and he's a good shooter. He was the focus of Northwood's defense last night. That doesn't happen by accident. So hopefully Russ can get going tonight. That way we've got him moving towards the end of the season.
And Matt Moore makes one change in the lineup tonight. Neither of the catchers will start. Phil Kuhn will start. And I asked him why, and he goes, just because we need to shake it up. And Tyler's shooting the ball really well, and they need to get offense.
Originally you said Phil, and I heard his commercial last night, which makes sense.
Did I say Phil?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it's
Tyler
yeah.
Kuhn. Hey, if Phil started, that would be news.
Well, he could fill it up too, I'm sure, if we threw him out there. But Tyler earns his spots. He earns his minutes. He works hard, plays hard. You know defensively what you're going to get, and then offensively, if he's open, he can make shots. And that's what this Tiger team needs, is somebody that can step up and at any point in time in the game and make shots. But I'm excited to see Tyler start and play the minutes that he has earned.
Elkhart's 3-12. In 8 of their games, they've lost by 10 points or less. In 5 games, they've lost by 5 points or less. Obviously, they're missing Demarion Anderson, who is ineligible after the first 7 games, but they were 1-6 through those first 7. And they're missing Malachi Emmons, who hit the game-winning shot against Warsaw for Concord last weekend. So they're missing things, but something else is missing, Jared, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and I've watched them play probably 3 or 4 times, and I definitely watched the end of the Plymouth game that they played. I talked to Kyle before the game, and they're in basketball games. They just can't finish. And in the Plymouth game, they were up with 2 minutes to go. They couldn't make free throws. They couldn't knock down shots. And it's just a matter of their confidence and them being able to close. Because I'm telling you right now, they're not they've got talent. They're a good basketball team. And I was telling Danielle on her way here, I wouldn't want to play them in the sectional because the talent is there. And once they start figuring it out, and once Coach Sears can coach it up a little bit, we're running out of time. But there's still plenty of time for him to get the job done with these kids.
They're still dangerous for a couple reasons. One of them is Cameron Daniels, the 5'11 senior, 12 points per game. He had 15 last night in their loss to Jimtown, 54-51. Cameron Daniels in a game like this, though, can be the best player on the floor.
When you give him the basketball and say, this is your game, you do what you do, that frees up Cameron Daniels to do what is necessary to win a game. And we've seen it for 3 years. He doesn't back down from anybody, and he takes pride in what he does. And if they put him on Jackson Gould, he's going to take pride in stopping him, and it could be a fun matchup to watch.
Warsaw and Elkhart from the Tiger Day. We're back to get it started with the lineups. Anthem at tip-off next on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, wrecking in these states and meet the best rates, take the next step, call records and net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call records and net to come get you. Remember, when you get in a wreck, call records and net.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
It's for the tip-off. Here's Roger Grossman and Jared Shaw.
Warsaw and Elkhart are meeting today for the third time since the unification of Elkhart. Last year, the Tigers won in the final seconds on a Jackson Gould jumper in the lane, 57-56 at Northside Gym, only to see the Lions win in the sectional in that same venue, 59-57. The two coaches, Kyle Sears, a former Elkhart Memorial grad, second year coaching Elkhart Unified, 17-24, 8 years overall, 90-94. For Warsaw, Matt Moore in his second season at Warsaw, 25-14. 8 years overall, record of 114-72. Again, this is really simple for the Tigers. They need to get off to a good start. They need to walk out of this gym feeling like they got their swagger back. And it's happened over and over again for this varsity team this year. They lose on Friday, they come back and they look so much different on Saturday. And they're hoping that once again tonight will be the same. The fans are standing. The players are lined up, and we're ready for the start of tonight's game, starting with our national anthem coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand for the playing of our national anthem by the Tiger Pep Band. Good evening and welcome to the Tiger Den, home of the Fighting Tigers. Tonight, the Tigers are hosting the Elkhart Lions, and here are the starting lineups, first of all, for Elkhart. Starting at guard, number 4, Jacob Windy. At forward, number 12, Rodney Gates. At guard, number 14, Eric Nocentelli. At guard, number 24, Cameron Daniels. And at forward, number 34, Joe Richardson. The Lions are coached by Kyle Sears, assisted by Bruce Bear, Brent Curry, Eric Ivory, Mike Mitchell, and Matt Windy. And now for the Tigers. Starting at guard, a 6' 1" senior, number 1, Judah Simfukwe. At guard, a 6' 3" junior, number 2, Jackson Gould. At guard, a 6' 3" junior, number 21, Drew Heckerman. At wing, a 5' 11" senior, number 30, Tyler Kuhn. At wing, a 6' 4" junior, number 32, Russ Winchester. The Tigers are coached by Matt Moore, assisted by David Wayne and Ryan Bricker. The assistant to the head coach is Hal Gunner, and the volunteer assistant coach, Jack Sumter.
Your officiating crew tonight includes Dale Gergel, so we know that we will have some entertainment included in that. And Jack Sumter had to get pre-approval of the game ball to make sure it was okay, apparently. Lions in road royal blue uniforms. They have yellow numbers and yellow trim. Warsaw in the home whites with orange numbers and black trim. Up she goes, tip controlled by the Lions. They'll head this way in the opening half. Daniels controls the ball, and that is just the way that is. Sometimes they'll have the ball for 35 or 40 seconds, and he'll have it for 20 to 25 of it. Gates and a whistle and a foul called. 17 seconds in the game. Drew Eckerman's got a foul. Out of bounds, the Lions to the baseline at the near end. Well, the inbound's Wendy, whose dad used to be the coach at Elkhart Central and is on the staff here at Elkhart with Kyle Sears. Daniels between the circles, drives down into Simfukwe, kicks it back out. Richardson for three, no good. Gould the rebound for the Tigers. Jackson will jog it through the center circle. Half a minute into quarter number one. Warsaw won the JV game 51-44. Heckman out top Winchester, left side Simfukwe. Judah out at the top, Kuhn, a catch and shoot three. No good, it hit the rim twice. It wouldn't go through, and Daniels has the rebound for the Lions. Into the front court, Daniels towards the left hand, tipped out of bounds. And David Wayne showing bad hands there as the ball was tipped off of his clipboard, and it goes tumbling to the floor. What in the world's happened to him?
It's because his feet weren't ready to shoot. He doesn't catch it if he's not going to shoot it.
Oh, Daniels in the lane, lefty shot off the glass and good. Cameron Daniels had 15 last night against Jimtown. He's got his first two here, and Elkhart's got the early lead.
Oh, and Elkhart's going to pressure us here too in half court.
It's a 1-3-1 half court trap. Simfukwe lobs to Gould, back across to Simfukwe. Makes a jab step, then shoots a three and hits it. He hit one last night. He's got one tonight. That gives him three for the season. Warsaw leads 3-2. Daniels, nasty crossover. Down the lane, put it up, over Heckman, missed it. Got his own rebound though, kicks it back out top. Three by Nocentelli was blocked by Gould, and Winchester has it for the Tigers. Up ahead to Heckman. Heckman into Gates. Hits the brakes, hands back to Gould. He'll fake and drive off a Winchester screen and shoot a three. That's no good. Rebound will go out of bounds and belong, well, it should belong to the Lions, and it will. I thought for a second Gergel was going to come in and say that somebody from Elkhart touched it, which I thought would have been wrong. Lions ball, Warsaw leads 3-2. We played almost 2 minutes. Daniels on the drive, kicks out right. Richardson shoots for three again. That's no good. Gould the rebound. Long pass head Winchester. Cross court pass to Kuhn, who put it up, and it's blocked off the bottom of the backboard by Richardson and grabbed by Wendy. Nocentelli the other way. Shoots a block by Gould, and he grabs it off the bottom of the backboard. In transition, left side to Heckman. Heckman makes a fake, drives down to the baseline, put it up, and put it in. Heckman hard to the rack from the left to make it 5-2.
And the nice part about that is if Warsaw's going to get out in transition, then Elkhart can't set that half-court trap, which we've seen for the last 4 or 5 years really give us fits.
Daniels hard into the left corner, up the baseline under the basket, whips a pass out to Richardson. And he's fouled by Gould. Jackson with his first, team second. Out of bounds to the Lions right in front of Hal Gunter, who's been coaching Tiger basketball for more than 40 years. And coaching basketball somewhere more than that. Near corner Gates, he'll rise up for a three. That's no good. Gould, another rebound for Warsaw. He'll take off running. Long pass down court wide of Simfukwe and into the crowd. And a couple of not so young ladies were a little closer to the action than what they expected when they showed up at the game tonight.
Yeah, and that was a good idea, but if he would have just thrown it with a little bit of a spin and a bounce pass, Judah picks that up and doesn't have to dribble and can finish.
Nocentelli down to Gates, shoots over Winchester, and they will wave off the basket. And Russ Winchester gets his first foul, the team's third. It's out of bounds to Elkhart, 5-2 Warsaw, 3 minutes gone here, opening quarter. Daniels to throw it in, into Wendy in the left corner. In the post, knocked away Winchester. He's got the steal. Racing ahead of Richardson, takes it out, puts it out, puts it in. Russ Winchester scores two, and it's 7-2. And maybe that'll get big number 32 going.
Well, to give you an idea, there was two guys even with Russ Winchester, and he just out-sprinted them with a basketball to the other end for a layup.
Daniels, backdoor cut, knocked away by Kuhn, picked up by Daniels again. Now on the right side for Nocentelli. Up the baseline, ran into Heckman. Throws it back out to Gates, to the foul line, Daniels. Squares up against Simfukwe, takes him down in, spins left, throws it in the corner to Gates. Back out for Richardson. Richardson down to Wendy. On the right side, Nocentelli. He'll take it the lane. Throw it back to the near side, Wendy. He drives around Kuhn. Kuhn catches up, and Kuhn's going to be called for a bumping foul. His first, team's third, out of bounds with 4:16 left in the quarter. And the Catras boys are in. Nick and Theo both into the game for Kuhn and Heckman. With 4:16 to go in the quarter, Warsaw by 5.
Well, and you can see that these officials are calling this extremely tight. Warsaw with 4 fouls already, and I would say 3 of them are of the reaching or bumping variety. And if they keep this thing this tight, Warsaw's got to be cognizant of that.
Daniels faces up, 12 feet on the baseline, takes it in, puts it over Winchester and up and in. Cameron with a couple of baskets. And it's 7-4 at the midpoint of quarter number 1. Simfukwe to the line and across. Right sideline to Gould, who has yet to score here in this game. Down to Winchester outside the black, back to Jackson in the corner. Takes the elbow, back to Winchester for a floating 3. No good. Rebound. Simfukwe fakes, had a block by Daniels and saved in by Nocentelli. Nocentelli drives down in, got around goal, put it up, no good. Rebound back up by Gates, no good, and a foul call. If you're going to play the fast break game, that's on Winchester, and that's his second with 3:37 left in the quarter. If you're going to play this way, you got to realize that they're going to get some fast break chances too.
Yeah, and you've got to sprint back, and Jackson did a good job there, but he understands that he's got 1 foul already. He can't get a second one by a block call, and that's what would have happened if he'd have taken that contact.
Gates makes the free throw. He's their best at 76%. Heckman in for Winchester, who's got 2 fouls. Warsaw at 5 team fouls already. Elkhart hasn't been called for any. Gates averages 4 a game, shooting for his second point. And he missed it. And Theo Catras has the rebound for the Tigers. 7-5 Warsaw, 3.5 minutes left to play first quarter. Heckman down to the right block, leans in, shoots it up, missed it, foul called. He got windy on him, he had to do it. He had to go.
Yeah, and right there, he does a great job of pump faking. Gets Windy in the air and off balance, and then instead of going around him, he kind of goes through him, which forces the referee to call the foul and to go to the free throw line.
Jacob Windy with his first. Heckman's free throw is good. He had 6 points last night. He was 2 of 2 at the free throw line. 8-5 Tigers, and 1 more coming with 3:28 left to play in the quarter. Drew for the season 59%. That one was way wide right, no good. And the rebound to a new guy in there. That is Josh Hugenboom, a 6'4 senior. Across the line goes Nocentelli. He'll back out against Gould. Now he hands back to Daniels. Daniels on the hard drive. Threw it out, I think, between the legs of Theo Catras. Windy, then a tough break for the Tigers. Gould tipped that ball. I don't think if he tips it, I think it goes out of bounds to Warsaw.
Well, Nocentelli didn't make the back cut. Like he faked the back cut and didn't go, and Windy was going to throw it to him and lead him, and there was nobody there, but Jackson ended up tipping it out.
Hogenbeam got free on the inbounds and lays it up from the right side for 2. 8-7, Warsaw by 1 with the ball headed to the far end as we pass the 3-minute mark of quarter number 1. Simfukwe drifts off the right, looks into the post, bounces down for Heckman. Heckman backs down in, shoots it up, puts it in. Heckman with 5 first quarter points, and Warsaw leads again by 3.
I love watching him work with his back to the basket because he's so creative, but he's also always on balance.
Daniels down to the baseline against Simfukwe. Takes him to the elbow, kicks it out to Nocentelli. He hands back to Windy on the weave. Windy from near side to far, throws it back. Daniels on the hard drive, got inside, put it out, missed it somehow, tapped out long grab by Gould. Gould being chased from behind, up the right side of the court. Inside to Simfukwe with the left hand, put it up, missed it, but a foul called. Judah will shoot 2 for the Tigers. I don't know how that ball got through there, I really don't. Hugenboom with the foul, his first.
That's what happens when you throw the bounce pass. When you throw the bounce pass, it can get through areas because defenders don't want to lower their hands. And right there, that was an excellent bounce pass to Judah and a really good job of catching the ball.
Simfukwe at the free throw line last night, 3 out of 6. First one's up, it's good. We talked about the JV struggling at the free throw line, the varsity much worse. They were a 75% free throw shooting team 2 weeks ago. They're down to 70. They shot 10 of 16 last night. And there's 1 out of 2 for Simfukwe. And that one wasn't close. I mean, that's the thing. They're not lipping out. They're missing them by 6-8 inches. Nocentelli right wing, right in front of the Warsaw coaches. Down to Cameron Daniels on the block. Kicks it across to an open Gates, but the pass was wide, so he couldn't shoot it. Windy. Hands back to Nocentelli. Turns the corner but couldn't shoot. Now to Daniels. Back to Nocentelli. He runs into Gould, got around it, put it in the lane. Oh, he shot it, missed it wide. A rebound to Simfukwe for the Tigers. 1:47 left to play in the quarter. Warsaw with an 11-7 lead. Gould right corner for three, short. Fights for his own rebound, couldn't grab it. It's grabbed by Daniels for Elkhart. Up the sideline he goes, around Gould, around Simfukwe. The Nocentelli back to Windy. Windy top of the circle, pass in the corner, Gates wide open, three, good. A laser beam straight three-pointer by Rodney Gates, his second of the year, and it's 11-10, Warsaw by one with 1:18 to go in the quarter.
And the longer Elkhart keeps staying around and gaining confidence, that's not good for the Tigers.
Backdoor cut, a beauty by Jackson Gould. Nick Catras found him wide open, 13-10 Tigers with 1:03 left to play in the quarter. Daniels, near sideline Gates. Bounces down to Daniels on the block, turns and shoots over Simfukwe, no good. Gould another rebound for Warsaw. Tigers have numbers if they hurry. Simfukwe at the foul line, and he'll lob it back out to Gould. 47 seconds to play in the quarter. Warsaw's going to spread it out here. They have the possession arrow too, so they could hope for the last shot if they want to, score, and then get the ball to start the second. Heckman out top, he sees an angle, takes it in, puts it up and in. Heckman hard to the hoop again. 7 in the first quarter for Drew Heckman. 30 seconds to play. Warsaw leads 15-10.
That is a lightning first step right there and a great dribble to get it out and so he can go get it and then get past the defender.
He had Hugenboom on him, and Hugenboom can't guard him out there. Now Daniels will bring it out to the timeline with 12 seconds. He'll start to wind it up. Takes it across the top. Oh, it's Simfukwe picked his pocket. He'll race down with time and lay it in. 2 seconds, one, Windy from 70, no good. What a finish for the Tigers. Not only did they get 2 for 1, they get 3 for 1. Warsaw 17, Elkhart 10 after 1. We start quarter number 2 in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Knowledge success. Metzger Property Services has been delivering successful auctions for decades. Metzger is making it easier than ever to bid online by simply going to bidmetzger.com. See dozens of current and upcoming farm, residential, personal property, farm equipment, gun, and antique auctions, both on-site and online only. Thousands of items are on sale and listed now, so why wait? Remember, it's now bidmetzger.com. That's bid, METZGER.com. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon generation after generation.
Hey, it's your friend, your realtor, Phil Kuhn with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Senior Loan Officer, Crystal Wilson with Aspen Mortgage.
Just like in basketball, a good game plan is crucial when buying and selling a home.
And without the right team putting together that game plan, you could find yourself walking away with a loss.
Whether you're buying, selling, or need to do both, we'll lead you through every step of the process,
making it easy to get that win.
Visit philkuhn.com to start putting together your real estate dream team today.
Let's go Tigers!
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, Warsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
After 1, Warsaw leads Elkhart 17-10, and the Tigers start quarter number 2 in possession with the ball.
Warsaw 17-13 in that first quarter from the field.
Carson Gould into the game, backdoor cut Heckman, he got run into in a foul call. Juan Carlos Romo is into the game for the Lions. 6-foot senior. He picks up the foul, his first team's third. Heckman gets it to Gould in the corner. Out top for Kuhn, in the lane to Heckman. Backs down in on Richardson, takes him in and put it up on Richardson, swatted that one. It comes back to Heckman, one-on-one again, fakes, shoots, and scores! Heckman with 9 in the first 8.5 minutes of the game, and Warsaw leads 19-10.
Well, Heckman showing great patience by not elevating on that second attempt until Richardson got off balance and he was able to finish.
Gates on the drive, off to Windy on the weave, picks up his dribble, he's trapped, and he got through it. Throws it out for Romo. Romo dribbles the center circle against Kuhn. Kuhn bumped into him again. Romo down the lane, falls, fires off the bottom of the rim, no good. Gould the rebound for Warsaw, it's 5-on-4. In transition, Heckman up the left baseline. Back out to Gould. Gould, I thought he was going to launch that one. He had the feeling like he's getting his steps ready to just pogo stick one, but he did not. Kuhn out top, Carson Gould. Drives in the corner, Heckman. Heckman back out to Carson. Got a Kuhn, right side for Jackson Gould. Jackson back out to Kuhn. He's got Richardson on him. Backdoor cut inside. Ball knocked away by Daniels and taken away by Romo. He'll throw it to Daniels. Daniels in a hurry up the middle of the court. Runs down in. Out to Wendy. Left side. Catch and shoot three. No good. Kuhn the rebound for the Tigers. Hands back to Jackson Gould. Up the far sideline across the line to the arc. Drives in the left. Floats it up there and in. And a timeout will be taken here by Kyle Sears with 6:23 left to go here in the first half. Warsaw 21. Elkhart 10. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Great rates, great service, great terms. That describes the mortgage loans at Crossroads Bank perfectly. Why not let them pre-qualify your loan before you go shopping for that great house? Apply online at crossroadsbanking.com. Call or stop by Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Dave Ramsey, weeknights at 6 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger and Jared back together again tonight. Warsaw 21-10 leaders now over Elkhart. Tigers on a good run here.
Yeah, and they're allowing Elkhart to shoot from the perimeter, and this is where Elkhart gets themselves in trouble. But Warsaw's done a really good job of staying in front of the guys they need to keep them from shooting layups.
They had 8 out of 17 for three-point range last night. Daniels in the post. Double teamed across to Richardson. They dare him to shoot. He does. He hits. He hit one last night. He's got 13 now for the season. And it's 21-13, Tigers by 8. They have the ability to shoot themselves back into the game. But they can also shoot themselves out of it. Simfukwe right corner. To Winchester outside the lane. Back to Judah. A head fake and a spin, and he got pulled down. Oh, they're going to call traveling. He got rid of the ball before he took an extra step, didn't he?
I thought he did.
Yeah. Out of bounds to Elkhart. And the Tigers now come with pressure. Daniels to throw it in. It's man-to-man pressure everywhere. Now Daniels thinks better of it. Anthony Williams, who we saw during the JV game, is in for Kyle Sears. And he'll throw it in, and now they won't guard the inbound. They get it into Daniels anyway. Cameron, that's C-A-M''R-O-N. We'll walk it through the center circle. Now, off to the left side, or right side, Richardson. Out top for Nocentelli. Drives down in, kicks it across to Williams. Now on the weave, out to Gates. Gates, near side, Nocentelli. Back out to Williams. Williams, pressured, got rid of it to Nocentelli. He'll start to the foul line. Kicks all the way across to Gates. He'll rise up for a three. It's short. Trey Davis is in the game for Warsaw, and he grabs the rebound, and he takes off running with it. Winchester in transition. Back out to Trey Davis. So Trey got a little bit of time at the end of the game last night, and he's out there early. Simfukwe for three, no good. That was not a good shot to take for the Tigers.
Well, and that's Elkhart. That's the shot Elkhart wants us to take. They want us to shoot from the perimeter and force us to keep moving back.
Daniels spins in on Carson Gould and put it up and in. Cameron Daniels with 6, 21-15, Tigers by 6. 4.5 minutes left to play. First half, 4.5 minutes left to play until the Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show. Kuhn left wing and a whistle and what? Do we have an injury?
Yeah, Daniels was hurt. He was pretty hurt. I'm glad he blew that dead.
I couldn't tell what was going on there. The whistle sounded, and then everybody just stopped, which they should. And Daniels is in a heap, and they're asking for the trainer, and Corey Branham will saunter his way up the sidelines to go take a look at Cameron. Tiger ball right in front of the Elkhart coaches. The 5 out there now for Warsaw. You have Nick Catras, Jackson Gould, Drew Heckerman, Russ Winchester, and Trey Davis. Davis on the left wing, out to Gould. Gould, the head fake and a drive, pull up 8-footer in the lane, wouldn't go. Davis couldn't get there, and Richardson grabs the rebound for the Lions. Approaching the midway point of quarter number 2. Nocentelli runs over Gould, blocking foul called on Jackson. His second. And let's see if they call that shooting or non-shooting. It's non-shooting and out of bounds to Elkhart. With 4:05 left to play in the half, and Warsaw leading 21-15. Now watch this inbounds play. You got a lot of clutching and grabbing on both sides here. Up the baseline goes Williams. Ball deflected and taken away by Nick Catras. Heckman got a hand on it. Nick Catras stole it for Warsaw. In transition, right corner, Winchester. Looks inside, Davis wide open and went right through his hand to the block and taken away by Nocentelli. Nocentelli up the middle of the court to the foul line. Something inside, and Nick Catras saw that coming and snuck in front of it and stole it. Now he'll hand back to Heckman, top of the circle. Fakes left, then right, fakes left, spins in the lane. Dumps a no-look pass to Davis. Had his shot blocked out of bounds. Blocked out of bounds by Marion Dye, who we saw in the JV game.
Nick Catras did a great job, or Catras did a great job down here of baiting them to throw that pass because he was there early. He backed away so that he would throw that pass so he could go get it.
Gould lobs out for Winchester, wide open, three-pointer, yes! That's the one right there. Russell Winchester for three. 24-15, Tigers by 9, 3:15 left to go first half here at the Tiger Den. Windy down to the baseline for Cameron Daniels. He'll drive the baseline. Oh, he got all the way in and scored. Here's a hint. When you're playing Elkhart, you got to know where 24's at. And nobody knew where he was at that time.
And he's still not being as aggressive as what we've seen him be. He's still been facilitating and everything else. So if he's in a position to take over this game, he's certainly going to try when he gets into the later stages.
Winchester out top. Looking left side to Heckman. Heckman. And a whistle, we'll have a timeout. Matt Moore thinks his team's confused. He's probably right. 2:41 left to play in the half. Warsaw takes time out, leading 24-17. We're back at 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Find your new ride at Lakeside. New trucks are finally arriving. Now's the time to trade up, or now's the time to build your dream car. Lakeside has build slots open and ready to be filled. Get your vehicle directly from the factory and just how you want it. Stop in today and have the personal sales team help you walk through the build process. Plus, don't forget Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington is the only dealer to offer warranty forever on every vehicle under 100,000 miles. Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington and at lakesidechevy.com.
The Cubs, the Colts, and the Warsaw Tigers are all part of the team on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
2:41 left, 24-17, Warsaw by 7 with the ball headed to the far end of the Tiger Den. Theo Catras lobs it into Fuqua. They're out there with Nick Catras, Trey Davis, and Heckman. In between the circles is Nick Catras. Left side to Heckman, back out to Nick. At the foul line, Simfukwe. He's surrounded. Heckman in the corner, he's double teamed. Dribbles once, bounces out for Nick Catras. Right side, Trey Davis. Back to Heckman. Or back to Catras. Now to Davis. Back to Catras. Left side, Heckman. They're trying to roam Simfukwe about 10 feet from the basket. They got it to him on the block, lost the ball, picked it back up. Heckman, one dribble with 2:04 left to play in the half. Warsaw leading 24-17. Nick Catras against the zone defense. Left side, Heckman. Drew up the baseline, triple team. Picks up his dribble, throws in the corner to Simfukwe. Now back out for Nick Catras. He'll start toward the middle, then throw it out to the left for Heckman. Tyler Kuhn's going to check in here in just a second. They don't really have a shooter out there on the floor right now against this zone defense. Now Simfukwe's got it near the center circle, right side to Nick Catras. He'll hold it, and hand off to Simfukwe. Now left side Nick Catras. Makes a fake, guys keep running, flying at him. Heckman, holding, looking, dumps it to Simfukwe at the right elbow. Across to Nick Catras, wide open three, no good. Long rebound grabbed by Daniels for Elkhart. Daniels takes off, drives down into Heckman, fakes, shoots, and scores. Cameron with 10, and it's 24-19. Tigers by 5 with a minute to play in the half. And Kuhn still sitting at the scores table. He may not get in before halftime. Davis out to Heckman. Left side Simfukwe. Out of the corner for Nick Catras. Whips a pass inside to a cutting Heckman. Lost the ball, picked it back up, forced up a shot, and it rolls in. What a shot by Heckman. He's got 11 and Warsaw leads by 7.
Well, he makes that one without even turning and seeing the basket area. He had his back turned and kind of forced it up there like a shot put. But when things are going well for Drew and he's attacking the basket, things happen that might not happen normally for somebody else.
Well, he had Dye on him. He knew he couldn't get around him. He wasn't going to shoot underneath him or beside him, so he just went over top. Daniels one-on-one against Nick Catras, 13 seconds. Warsaw does not have a foul to give. They're at 6. No Centelli, off ice screen. Oh, they let him go, and he drives the basket and scores. 3 seconds, 2. Heckman looks at the clock. Up end to Catras, and he ran out of time. The only chance they had was for Heckman to shoot it from midcourt, and he passed it up. Warsaw 26, Elkhart 21. When the Tigers lead at halftime this season, they are 10-2. Halftime scoring comes your way after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care invites you to join the thousands of Northern Indiana customers. Oil changes, alignments, suspensions, brakes, and exhaust to all phases of engine work and scheduled maintenance. Find great prices on tire brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft on complete lines of passenger, commercial, industrial, forklift, farm, and off-the-road tires. Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care Center. Selling tires, serving people.
We're the best cops at.
Traveling, double dribble, personal foul, all bad things in basketball. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin, and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water. Our area lakes might be cold and ice could be forming, but now is the time to dream ahead to next year for a great time on the water with help from Splendor Boats. If this past summer you thought about taking your family's summer to the next level, make plans now to see the experts at Splendor. You can buy your pontoon, custom-built catamaran, or boat accessories at Warsaw's only marina on East Winona Avenue, or visit the original Splendor Boats location on State Road 15 in Silver Lake, and online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats thanks you for a great year and looks forward to serving you even better in the years ahead.
Your hometown independent insurance agency, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, is dedicated to protecting you from the risks of everyday life. You've gotten to know us over the last 100 years. We're your neighbors, people you've come to know and trust, and we've served generations of families, businesses, and farms around our county. From all of us to all of you, thank you for trusting us with your insurance needs. Here's to another 100 years of serving with trust, quality, and service. We are W.R. Hall Insurance Group.
The Warsaw Tigers play here on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
The hip-hop dance team is out here. This might be the biggest group they've ever had. I'll bet there's 50 kids out there. What? Oh, it's the theater group? Okay. It's the Warsaw Theater Group. Look like the hip-hop dance team, sorry. 26-21. Warsaw leads here at intermission over Elkhart. The halftime show is brought to you by Lakeside Chevrolet, Kosciuszko County's hometown dealer. Lakeside's the only new or used dealer in Warsaw to offer warranty forever, so find your new ride at Lakeside. First half scoring for the Lions, Rodney Gates, 4, including a three-pointer. Eric Nocentelli, 2. Joe Richardson, 3. Josh Hugenboom, 2. And the leader, as you would expect, Cameron Daniels, who averages about 12. He has 10 in the first half. For Warsaw, Judas Mfutwe, 6 on the first quarter. Jackson Gould, a basket in each quarter for 4. Russ Winchester, a 2 and a 3 for 5. And Drew Heckman's the leader at halftime with 11. Warsaw was up 17-10 at the end of one, and were outscored in the second 11-9 by Elkhart to get to within 5, 26-21. We were never tied. We did have one early lead change. Warsaw won the JV game 51-44. Luke Bricker with a season-high 22 points, including 6 three-pointers. Trey Davis had 8. The JV has won 6 in a row. They're now 10-5. Again at halftime, Warsaw 26, Elkhart 21. Jared's got the first half stats coming up. They're brought to you by Oliver Verbergen and Company. Next on News Now Warsaw.
Your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder Verbergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder Verbergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder Verbergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderverbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Hey, it's Andrew from Bobcat of Warsaw, and basketball is back. Who doesn't love the roar of the crowd when someone drills a three-pointer from beyond the arc? Kind of like, who doesn't love the roar of equipment when you start it up, knowing you're about to get something done? So get your somethings done with Bobcat equipment from us. Check out our lineup of Bobcat loaders, excavators, tractors, and mowers. Come see us south of Warsaw on State Road 15. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger basketball.
Booyah! At Male Fashions on Center Street in Warsaw, we know that if you look good, you'll feel good. And just like in basketball, a little bit of confidence can make a big difference. So come on in and gain the confidence you need to achieve your goals. Offering formal, business, and casual attire, along with cologne and accessories, we have just what you need to make you look and smell great. Male Fashions is a proud supporter of Tiger basketball, and we want to thank the community for supporting our local business.
Tiger Talk, driven by R&B Car Company. Saturday at 9 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, online at newsnowwarsaw.com, and at the News Now Warsaw app.
Halftime score here at Warsaw, Tigers 26, Lions 21. The Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show continues with the first half stats brought to you by Alder Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Jared, go ahead.
First of all, for Elkhart, they finished 9 of 23 from the field for 39%. That includes 2 of 9 from the three-point line and 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Elkhart has 12 total rebounds and 4 turnovers. For Warsaw, they finished the first half 11 of 22 from the field for 50%. Sorry, hold on one second. 2 of 8 from behind the three-point line, 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Warsaw had 16 total rebounds, and they also had 4 turnovers. Points off turnovers, Elkhart had 0, Warsaw had 7. Second chance points, Elkhart had 1, Warsaw had 2. Points per possession, Elkhart played to a .80, while Warsaw played to a 1.04. And points off the bench, Elkhart had 2, Warsaw had 0.
Look, you shot 50% from the field. You only made 2 out of 8 from three-point range, but, you know, that's one shot from being on your normal pace. The free throws, that's become a thing. They're going to have to figure that out. All that said, you're only up 5 at halftime, and that's the concern.
Yeah, and Elkhart hasn't done anything special. They haven't done anything that we didn't see them coming in here to do. It's just Cameron Daniels getting to the basket area and making plays, and us, you know, not keeping him away from the basket area. Once he gets into the lane, you know, they have a good shot at scoring at that point.
26-21, Elkhart and Warsaw duking it out here in the Tiger Den. Tigers lead by 5. Lions will have the ball when we start the third after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
Navigating the furniture shopping process can be complicated, but Reinhold's Furniture in Warsaw can help, making it easy to get what you want so you save time, money, and effort. Hi, this is Mike. We help you select just the right furniture for your home, utilizing beautiful styles from the top brands. And with a lot of furniture on hand and even more on the way, you don't have to wait. Don't delay. Hurry in today to 118 West Main Street in Warsaw. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, bad wreck. Oh, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do? Call the boys in blue. Car stalls won't start. Oh, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do? Call the boys in blue. Wrecking in these states and meet the best rates. Take the next step, call records and depth. Go with the guys who got the best tools. If you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you. Bad wreck, bad wreck. Oh, what you gonna do? Call records and depth to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call records and depth.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road in Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
Give us 15 minutes, we'll give you the world. It's News Now Warsaw.
Halftime show's been brought to you by Lakeside Chevrolet. Find your new ride at Lakeside. Warsaw Community High School would like to thank the following athletic department sponsors for helping make the live video streaming of the home sporting events here at Warsaw possible on the Tiger Broadcast Network, free to all viewers. Sim Financial, Lakeside Chevrolet, and Warsaw Chrysler Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And we know we have at least one person watching. We'll tell you who that is in just a second. Cameron Daniels, outside the lane on the left, spins back to the right for two. He's set up Gould to the baseline side, spun back to the middle. He's got 12, and it's a three-point game.
Well, the Cameron Daniels we saw last year kind of forced the issue and was going a little bit too quick. He wasn't as successful when he got to the basket area. This guy is under control, and he is really, really good.
Theocatris starts the third. Out to Kuhn on the right. Out there with Heckman, Winchester, and Jackson Gould. Backdoor cut. What a catch by Kuhn. Across to Theocatris, who put it up. Oh, it wouldn't go. But a whistle and a foul called, and Theo shoots two for the Tigers. Let's see what they got for the foul on that. No Santelli, his first. We know that Kyle Sears' wife, Kara's watching. They're at young kids' games out in Fort Wayne. Free throw by Theo's no good. Friend to both of us. We love Kara Sears. She is a wonderful, wonderful person.
When I saw Kyle had a bag on his shoulder, I'm sure that she prepared him with food for the trip and made sure he was well taken care of.
I'm sure she did. She is a good one, and I think Kyle's done well to lock her up into a long-term contract.
Yep.
Three by Richardson, no good. Gould's got the rebound for the Tigers after Catras made one out of two. Gould across the line now to Heckman. Heckman the leading scorer with 11 here in the first half. Kuhn now out top Winchester. Right side to Theocatris, down to the baseline Gould. Gould on the block, flipped it back inside to Theocatris and out of bounds. Last touch by Gates. And again, the Tigers continue to try to make those backdoor passes when they're just too close together.
Yeah, they had way too many hands there, and Elkhart's way too active defensively.
And a foul called on the inbounds. All that grabbing, somebody finally caught it. Cameron Daniels is going to get a foul for holding Jackson Gould on the inbounds. And Daniels is looking over at Dale Gergel like, you haven't called that the whole game. And he's right. Out top, Theocatris. Back in the corner, Kuhn. Down to Winchester on the block. Skipped it across to an open Heckman. He'll drive the baseline. He got all the way in for two more. Heckman with 13, and it's 29-23 Tigers, a minute 40 into the third.
Great execution. They get the ball to the block to Russ Winchester. He's able to pass out of it, and then the dribble drive to the baseline.
Warsaw comes with a jump trap. No Santelli, wide open left block. Oh, he missed the layup. And the rebound to Heckman for the Tigers. He missed a wide open bunny. In transition, Heckman to the top of the circle. Now flips it off to Winchester. Back out to Heckman. Heckman walks it right. No, he'll walk it back out. Throws it to Theocatris, now to Kuhn left wing. Kuhn back to Theo. Theo puts on the floor, hard to the hoop, off the glass and good. Theocatris aggressive to the rack. He's got three, and Warsaw leads 31-23.
That's the same offensive situation the JV was trying, and there Jackson goes baseline as he was driving, but Theo just went and took it and finished.
Timeout, Kyle Sears. This will be a full timeout. 5:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Warsaw 31, Elkhart 23. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Experience and knowledge lead to success. Metzger Property Services has been delivering successful auctions for decades. Metzger is making it easier than ever to bid online by simply going to bidmetzger.com. See dozens of current and upcoming farm, residential, personal property, farm equipment, gun, and antique auctions, both on-site and online only. Thousands of items are on sale and listed now, so why wait? Remember, it's now bidmetzger.com. That's bid, METZGER.com. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon generation after generation.
Now, back to the Warsaw Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger Grossman, Jared Shaw. Steve Scott back at the station as always. Tigers have pushed the lead out to 8 again, 31-23, 5.5 minutes left to play third quarter here at the Tiger Den. Off a screen, Wendy for 3, no good, wide left. Rebound tipped to the corner and out of bounds. Should be Warsaw ball, and it won't be. Out of bounds to Elkhart in the deep corner, the far end, the northeast corner of the gymnasium. I don't know how that wasn't Tiger ball. Shirley Dye, who's in the game, knocked it out. He's got it left wing. Daniels comes to get it. He's at the free throw line. He throws it back in the corner. Nocentelli, a 3 over Winchester is short. Rebound, tipped by 2 Tigers, right to Nocentelli. He'll drive in and shoot. Blocked by Gould. Tip to the corner. Cadres saves it in for the Tigers. Gould to midcourt. Foul called against Elkhart. Daniels with his second. That's 3 team fouls against Elkhart here in the half. Out of bounds to Warsaw with a chance to push the lead to double digits.
I have no clue how Theo was able to A, stay on his feet, and B, stay in bounds. Both of those going towards the sideline. That's an impressive athletic play by Theo Catras.
Simfukwe back in the game, out to Gould. Winchester around to Theo Catras. Now Gould left wing. They dare him to shoot. He throws to the foul line to Heckman. Heckman triple team. He lobs it out top. It's tipped by Wendy and taken away. And Wendy drives in on Heckman, puts it up, fake, shoots, blocked. Foul called. The official on the other side of the court calls that foul. How is that? Heckman gets a foul for it, his second. The official on the other side of the floor calls the foul. Heckman with his second, first against Warsaw in the half. Wendy to shoot 2. And the first one's in the air and good.
This is a big time for the Tigers because Elkhart's just kind of hanging around right now. Warsaw not getting necessarily what they want offensively. You don't want to get down to the fourth quarter having a 5 to 7 point lead where, a couple threes and it's a 1-possession game.
Wendy rolls the second one through. He averages 6 a game, and he's got his first 2 points of the contest. 31-25 Warsaw, 4.5 minutes left to play third quarter. Jackson Gould with only 4 points tonight for the Tigers. He had 19 to lead the way last night. Simfukwe right wing, out to Gould. Now to Theo Catras. Lobs in deep. Heckman, surrounded by blue shirts, finds an opening. Slips it to Simfukwe. Out the other side, Winchester. 4-3, no good. Rebound, Theo Catras. Back up and blocked, and a foul called. Theo Catras again.
Him and Nick just make plays that nobody else on the floor can make because they just don't give up on anything. And sometimes people would say that'd be a detriment, but there's nothing that they do when they crash the boards or play defensively that you can't just shake your head and just be in astonishment with.
Theo missed the free throw, though. Catras with 3 points. He's 1 out of 3 at the line. Shooting 1 more. 4:09 left to play third quarter. At the moment, Tigers by 6, and now it's 7. Catras 3 out of 4 at the line. 4 points. 32-25. Daniels the other way. Into the lane. A hop, skip, and jump into the corner to Gates. Gates back out to Wendy. Down to the right wing for Dye. Dye against Winchester. Out to Daniels. Guarded by Theo Catras. Shakes him free, but Winchester picks him up. And then Winchester accidentally trips Daniels. Russ got 2 fouls at 3:37 of the first. He's got his third at 3:50 of the third. It's out of bounds to the Lions on the far end of the near sideline. Daniels out top against Theo. Drives him into the lane. Got all the way to the basket and put it in. The Tigers just are generally struggling to stop driving players.
Yeah, and once he gets to about the free throw line, he makes a decision whether he's going to continue to go. And right there was no doubt in my mind he was going, and he created space legally to finish at the basket area.
Gould in the corner, turns and shoots for three, in and out and in again. That one rattled. I thought it was going to go out. It fell through. Jackson with 7. And it's 35-27. Tigers by 8 as we approach 3:10 left to play here in the third. Daniels crosses over. Nasty one down the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Windy, a catch and shoot. Three-pointer comes up short. Gould, the long rebound for the Tigers. Up ahead to Simfukwe. The race is on. He'll take it in. Miss it, but a foul call. And he gets helped up by 2 Elkhart Lions. He went oppo on that one. Can you explain why?
Did he end up on the other side? He did, didn't he? When he tried to go across, which, I mean, I was never athletic enough to do anything like that, so I can't explain it really well, but Gates did not mean to hit his legs when he did that, and he went to go pick him up right away, and that was completely accidental, but now Judah gets 2.
Free throws up and good. Simfukwe's first point since the first quarter when he had 6. Isaiah Courtois is into the game, so is Nick Catras. Theo is out, so is Russ Winchester. No Centelli in for Windy at 2:58 of the third. Game just kind of sitting here, as Jared described. Just kind of waiting for somebody to take control of it. Simfukwe makes both free throws.
This is a Saturday feel. After both teams played Friday night, this game kind of has a Saturday feel. But we've sat here before and watched teams make an 8-point run here at the end of the third, and things really get heated.
Daniels bounces back, no Centelli. Now to Gates, top of the circle. Driving left back to Daniels. He's got Nick Catras on it. Daniels, dribbled it off his own heel. Saved beautifully by No Centelli. He grabbed that ball at floor level about a foot from the timeline. Gates, near side to Williams. Down inside for Dye. Ball knocked away, taken away. The pass wasn't great, and Simfukwe stole the ball, and then he had the ball knocked out of bounds by Williams. It's Warsaw ball with a 10-point lead at 2:23 left to go in the third quarter.
And this turns out to be a pretty big possession offensively, because even if you don't score, you want to get an opportunity where your offense gets a little more confidence in their execution level.
And you want to put Elkhart down by more than 10. Jump pass out top for Heckman. Left side, Simfukwe. Try to pass it inside, taken away by Daniels. He looked and looked and looked and then threw it exactly where he was looking at Daniels. Like Mr. Miyagi jumped up and picked it out of midair. No Centelli, left elbow. Picks up his dribble, throws it back out for Williams. Back to No Centelli for 3, and it's good. No Centelli with his first 3-pointer. He leads them now with 29 after hitting 3 last night. Tigers with a couple of chances to push the lead up. Don't do it, and it's 37-30. A minute and a half to play, third quarter. Catras inside to a cutting Heckman for 2. Another good feed from Nick Catras.
Well, and a great screen by Isaiah Courtois, because instead of just turning his back to the play, he ended up backing into his defender, so he was available if need be, but he wasn't needed as Drew was able to finish.
Daniels off a screen for a left-handed 3, no good. Rebounded Dye, back up over Courtois, no good, and a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Isaiah. Isaiah with his first. After injuring his knee during football season, as much as Isaiah says, I'm good, he just can't jump right now. He just can't.
Well, and going against a guy like Dye, who we saw, he might be a freshman, but he plays with his body well advanced as a freshman.
Free throw by Dye is way left. That one hit the outside of the left part of the rim. And Daniels will come out for a rare break. Windy back in the game for Elkhart. Dye shoots for his first point of the varsity game. It's up there. It's no good. Gould the rebound for the Tigers. So the Tigers dodge a bullet there. They're up 9, 39-30 as we approach a minute to play here in the third quarter. Gould fakes the handoff. Now to Simfukwe in the center circle, far side to Heckman. Now there's one screen by Courtois, there's another. Heckman top of the circle, sees an angle, takes it in, fakes, shoots. Oh, had it blocked. Might have been contact. Heckman sure thought so. Rebound to Elkhart. In transition, no Centelli. Off a high screen, open and shooting for 3. Missed it. Gould the rebound for the Tigers. Jackson takes off running, and he throws it out of bounds. He was going to get caught from behind, and he just stopped dribbling and threw it to nobody.
Yeah, you probably heard the whole entire bench telling him there was somebody behind him, and so he immediately picks it up and throws a pass way too far ahead of Judah, and we've seen that now numerous times tonight where the Tigers have been out and they're going. The pass is just leading too far.
The final 35 seconds of this third quarter play out with the Lions down by 9, and Courtois steps out in front of Nocentelli, hedging on the screen, and picks up his second foul. That's 4 on the Tigers this half. The Lions have been called for 5. And they get it to Daniels, who's back in there. His seat barely got warm. Nocentelli. Warsaw in a 1-3-1 zone defense. Windy, right wing against Simfukwe. Out to Nocentelli. Bounces to the corner to Gates. Back to Nocentelli, 14 seconds. Warsaw's got the possession arrow. Gates left corner. Up the sideline, Nocentelli, 8 seconds. Now across to Windy with 6. Nocentelli, left to the key. Picks up his dribble. Bounces it out to Daniels. A fake with 2 with 1. He got it off the buzzer, and it does not count. 39-30. Warsaw after 3, leading Elkhart. We start the fourth in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Hey, it's your friend, your realtor, Phil Kuhn with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Senior Loan Officer Crystal Wilson with Aspen Mortgage.
Just like in basketball, a good game plan is crucial when buying and selling a home.
And without the right team putting together that game plan, you could find yourself walking away with a loss.
Whether you're buying, selling, or need to do both, we'll lead you through every step of the process,
making it easy to get that win.
Visit philkuhn.com to start putting together your real estate dream team today.
Let's go Tigers!
Hi, this is Mike Walters at Crossroads Bank. We're in your neighborhood and we aren't going anywhere. Stop by and see us today in Warsaw, Syracuse, Columbia City, North Manchester, South Whitley, Wabash, or Peru. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
After 3 in the Tiger Den, Warsaw 39, Elkhart 30.
Warsaw's now 12 of 35 from the field, which is 34%. I'm sorry, that's Elkhart. And then Warsaw's leading the rebounding battle 23-16.
Tigers outscored the Lions 13-9 in that period. And it's a 2-3 zone here for Elkhart. But the way they're lining up looks like it's going to be maybe a run and jump type defense. Gould out there with Nick Catras, Simfukwe, Heckerman, and Winchester to start the fourth. At the foul line, Simfukwe surrounded. Back out to Nick Catras. Left side to Winchester. Back to Nick Catras. Fakes right, throws it left to Winchester. Back out to Nick. Out of the right side to Gould. He throws to the foul line, Simfukwe. He'll shoot it from there. It's blocked, and it's grabbed by Windy for Elkhart. They were daring him to shoot it there because they knew they could block it. Daniels in transition, runs right down in the lane, kicks it in the corner to Gates. Gates hands back to Nocentelli. Nocentelli on the drive. Now he'll flip it back to Daniels out on the left. He's guarded by Winchester, and a hand-checking foul called against the Tigers. Ross with his fourth. By the way, they're listening to us in suburban Houston tonight. Hey, Bill, about, 10 o'clock on Wednesday, we're going to all wish we were in suburban Houston with you.
I personally do now. It's cold outside.
It is that. They lob over the top to Dye. He catches and scores. His first 2 makes it 39-32 Warsaw. 6:50 left to play fourth quarter.
I tell you what, he's going to be a problem for the next 3 years after this one. As a freshman, he is extremely talented by the basket area.
I was warned that they had a freshman who looked pretty good, and he is pretty good. Left side, Simfukwe. Out to Catras against a 2-3 zone. Gould from NBA range on the left. Missed it. Rebound, grabbed by Dye for Elkhart. They're down by 7 with the ball. Daniels through the center circle. Picked up late by Simfukwe. Spins down the lane and scores. 16 now for Cameron. It's 39-34. Elkhart within 5.
Well, and Elkhart's in this 2-3 zone because they saw Warsaw get the mismatch they wanted on the last possession, and now they're not going to allow that to happen. Warsaw is getting bad mismatches on the other end.
Winchester left open. Shoots from 8. Missed it long. Tipped and grabbed by Elkhart. Grabbed by Nocentelli. He'll hurry up the far side. Now race down into the lane. Kicks it across to Wendy, out to Daniels. Daniels dribbles to the right side outside the elbow. And he'll back out beyond the arc. Looks into the post. They got what they want down there. They throw it to Dye, and a whistle, and a timeout is called. Timeout called by Elkhart. And this will be a 30. We're going to take it. 5:41 left to go in the game. Elkhart within 5 of Warsaw, 39-34. We're back after this on News Now Warsaw.
Find your new ride at Lakeside. New trucks are finally arriving. Now's the time to trade up, or now's the time to build your dream car. Lakeside has build slots open and ready to be filled. Get your vehicle directly from the factory and just how you want it. Stop in today and have the personal sales team help you walk through the build process. Plus, don't forget Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington is the only dealer to offer warranty forever on every vehicle under 100,000 miles. Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington and at lakesidechevy.com.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
Next up for the Tigers is a scheduled game at Mishawaka on Thursday. That's weather permitting, because the weather doesn't look very good for Wednesday and Thursday. And we'll be on the air on the inbounds. What in the world happened there? Cameron Daniels is standing all by himself under the basket. He scores, and it's 39-36 Warsaw with 5.5 minutes to go. The Tigers haven't scored this quarter. Gould, left side for Theocatris. Down to the baseline, Simfukwe. Outside the lane, Winchester. Takes it in, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Daniels for Elkhart. They could tie the game with a long one. Daniels in transition. Right side, Docentelli for 3. No, missed it. Long rebound. Saved in by Daniels off of Winchester. Out of bounds. And Simfukwe is down at the free throw line. Simfukwe is on his back, staring up at the Tiger Den ceiling and holding his hands to his forehead. Tyler Kuhn will come into the game for Warsaw, and Simfukwe is still down, and Corey Branham is on the floor. Did you see any of that?
I did not see that. That was way behind the play.
So it looks like Judah is telling Corey something about his leg, and now they start to work on the left leg. Doesn't look like the knee, it kind of looks like the shin where they're working on it. 39-36 Warsaw, 5:07 to play here in the fourth quarter. And Simfukwe now trying to sit up, and he's going to go all the way to standing up. He is up, he's turning, he's taking some very ginger steps and hoping that maybe it's just that he got accidentally kicked in the shin or something like that.
Well, hopefully it was just something minor, because Tyler Kuhn came up to give him kind of a 5 and a little bit of a hug and just ran smack dab into him as he was walking off the floor.
Docentelli left wing. Again, the Lions down by 3 with the ball. And a whistle, an illegal screen called against Dye. He gets called for the illegal screen. That's a huge moment in the game. Now the Tigers have the ball back with 5:04 to go, leading 39-36.
And that's they've got to take advantage here, because that is a turnover that you don't see often late in the game. They kind of let you go, but right there, Warsaw's got to make do with this possession.
Now Kuhn at the center circle, standing, holding the ball. Right side, Theocatris. Now he'll lob over the top to Kuhn. Kuhn against Wendy, holding. Tigers are doing a lot of holding and not a lot of passing. Timeout, Warsaw. Matt Moore thought the same thing. 4:40 left to play in the game. It's a 30-second timeout for Warsaw, leading 39-36. We're back at 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
The backdrop of our hometowns is a family-owned business that served our community for over 50 years. You can see their unparalleled commitment and reliability in every school bus full of children, tractor working to put food on our tables, minivan carrying our most precious cargo, and in the hustle to keep the economy going during unprecedented times. As our region moves forward, Monteith's Best One will take you there. Selling tires, serving people, Monteith's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Get the latest local news weekdays on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
The situation is this. Warsaw leads 39-36 over Elkhart. In a game that they had a 10-point lead in the basketball with a chance to run Elkhart right out of here. They didn't do it, and Elkhart has come storming back. 4.5 minutes left to go. Now Warsaw sprints the floor. Gould holding near the scorer's table out to Heckman near the center circle. Elkhart trying to figure out how they want to defend this. Kyle Sears starting to yell instructions. Winchester near sideline. Gould will race towards it, but he can't get open. Out Theo Catras above the three-point arc. He's being chased. Got rid of it to Kuhn. Back out to Gould as we approach the midpoint of quarter number 4. Winchester holding out to Heckman. Drives against Windy. Backs down into the block. Leans in and put it up, and he traveled. He had exactly what he wanted, but he quit dribbling, and he didn't know what to do next. And in his effort to get the ball to the hoop, he took an extra step.
Yeah, and it was obvious to two officials. There was a double whistle, and Coach Moore is not happy with the execution there as he's talking to Drew. And the attitude in this team right now, they're walking off the floor for timeouts. They don't just seem connected like they used to back, maybe even before Christmas break. They've really struggled to get back together.
Docentelli down to the right baseline, cut off, throws it out to Daniels. Daniels sizes up Gould, takes him down, and Gould just kind of stands by and lets him go for 2. That was weird. Gould gave him about 2 feet of space and played him on the high side, and there was nobody behind him. It's a 1-point game, 39-38.
Jackson was forcing him to his right because he's left-handed, and there was nobody home for help side.
Gould drives in, forced up a shot, a whistle, and a blocking foul called against Nocentelli for Elkhart. And that'll be his second. Gould to the free throw line. And this is where the free throws really matter with 3:20 left, and we're going to have another timeout taken. Timeout called by the Tigers. 3:20 to go. Warsaw leads by 1. We're back at 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Traveling, double dribble, personal foul, all bad things in basketball. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin, and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water. Our area lakes might be cold and ice could be forming, but now is the time to dream ahead to next year for a great time on the water with help from Splendor Boats. If this past summer you thought about taking your family's summer to the next level, make plans now to see the experts at Splendor. You can buy your pontoon, custom-built catamaran, or boat accessories at Warsaw's only marina on East Winona Avenue, or visit the original Splendor Boats location on State Road 15 in Silver Lake, and online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats thanks you for a great year and looks forward to serving you even better in the years ahead.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, NewsNowWarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
Jackson Gould has been in double figures in every game but 1 this season. That was the Huntington North game. He's got 7. He shoots. First one's no good. 5 out of 8 at the free throw line last night. The Tigers were 10 out of 16 as a team. Heckman runs to the scores table and comes in for Winchester with 3:20 left in a 1-point game. The Tigers continue to struggle to strike. Gould shoots again for his 8th point, and that one's good. Jackson with 8 points. It's 40-38 Warsaw with 3:18 left to play. Daniels pounding the left-hand dribble, now the right-hand dribble out on the right wing. Wants some space. 2-man game. To the baseline side. Again, Gould backs way away from him. Pass hits Nocentelli in the feet, but he's able to collect it. 3 minutes to go. Nocentelli drives into Gould. Right corner to Daniels against Heckman. Trying to back him into the lane, could not. Windy. Left side wide open. Nocentelli for 3, and it's good. A 3-pointer, and Elkhart has taken the lead here in the fourth quarter, 41-40 with 2:46 left to go.
Every time these two teams play each other, this is the feel of the game that we have. It's always coming down to the wire, and let's see if Warsaw can gut out a win here.
Left side to Gould. He'll flip it out to Heckman. Heckman on the weave, hands off to Nick Catras. Now to Gould with 2:25 left. Off a Theo Catras screen. Drives down 12 feet out, got tied up, got the ball back and scored. Gould in double figures with 10. Tigers back in front, 42-41. Tigers pressing, Coon stole the ball. Up the sideline, foul called, wait a minute. Before that, Timeout Tigers. Timeout Warsaw, 2:11 left to play, fourth quarter. Warsaw 42, Elkhart 41, back in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Your hometown independent insurance agency, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, is dedicated to protecting you from the risks of everyday life. You've gotten to know us over the last 100 years. We're your neighbors, people you've come to know and trust, and we've served generations of families, businesses, and farms around our county. From all of us to all of you, thank you for trusting us with your insurance needs. Here's to another 100 years of serving with trust, quality, and service. We are W.R. Hall Insurance Group.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Dave Ramsey, weeknights at 6 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
After the timeout by Warsaw, they have one left. By my accounting, Elkhart's got two left. It's Tiger basketball on the baseline side. And Heckerman will throw it in. Which, by the way, where Warsaw had the ball where they called timeout, they didn't put it in anywhere near that. Coons got it out near the center circle, right side to Heckerman. Heckerman looking in at Gould in the post, they lob it to him, and the ball's out of bounds, and it belongs to Elkhart. They tried to lob it to Gould, it was just a smidge too high, and now Warsaw is down, leading by one with 2 minutes left to go here on a Saturday night in the Tiger Den.
When timing is off, that's what happens. The timing was a little off, and Cameron Daniels was able to get around him and knock that away.
Nocentelli flips it back to Gates. Nocentelli open on the right, didn't shoot. Now Dye comes out to set a screen. Nocentelli will use it to go left. He'll throw a backdoor cut to Daniels, back to Nocentelli. Up the baseline, fakes, couldn't shoot it. Back to Daniels, 1:35 left. Warsaw leads, but only by one. They lob inside, pass tipped away, grabbed by Wendy. Wendy out of the right wing, down to Dye in the corner, back up to Daniels, 1:25 to go. Daniels to the top of the circle, to the left elbow, down toward the block, then back across to Gates. Down to the baseline, Dye went through his hands and out of bounds. Oh, the freshman had the ball one-on-one against Winchester, and he had it slip away.
How much confidence do they have in that freshman? They tried to throw the ball to him twice on that possession, and that's the biggest possession offensively they had today.
Well, how much confidence does Matt Moore have in Carson Gould?
Yes,
He puts him in for Tyler Kuhn with 1:17 left to go, leading 42-41. And the officials are telling both benches to sit.
The future of Northern Indiana basketball is bright with all the youngsters that are coming into varsity games currently.
Gould gets it into Winchester, spins away, throws it ahead to Gould. Jackson down the lane, double pumper shot, no good. Rebound loose in the lane. Winchester's in there, a whistle and a held ball, and the arrow belongs to Elkhart. Jackson forced up a shot in the lane. He didn't have to with the Tigers leading by one, and now the Lions have the ball back with 1:08 left to go.
Yeah, not necessarily with the time and score where it's at, the shot you want. Russ Winchester comes battling in there, though, to grab the ball. You don't have the ball now, but you'll get the arrow back if you're Warsaw.
Wendy to throw it in. Tigers giving no pressure. Nocentelli to Daniels, and he'll walk it across the line in the near side of the center circle. 1 minute to play. Wendy right corner against Kuhn, who's back in. And Kuhn knocked the ball free, but Wendy got to it in the center circle. Nocentelli. Warsaw leads only by a point. Drives into Heckerman, spins in the lane, throws it back out. Ball runs down the front of Richardson, and a whistle and a timeout called by Kyle Sears. We are going to keep it here with 45 seconds to go in the game, and everybody in this place takes a big, deep breath, Jared Shaw, with Warsaw leading 42-41.
As they should, because I don't think anybody that's paid attention to what's gone on this year expected Warsaw to be in the position that they're in. But hey, guess what? Games aren't played on paper. They're played out on the floor, and Elkhart has came in here and done everything they needed to do to keep this score close and battle. And quite frankly, Warsaw's allowed it to happen. And just the way they're walking off the floor, there's no excitement. There's no, sense of urgency with the Tigers. And when things are going good, it's really, really easy to be excited about what you're doing. And it is not easy to be excited when things aren't necessarily going your way. But right now, Warsaw's got to find a leader that grabs people together and says, hey, we're still playing basketball on Saturday night. We should be excited about what we're doing.
A team that gives up 57 points a game. The Tigers have just 42 and just 3 in the fourth quarter. A free throw by Jackson Gould and a basket by Gould, and that's it. And yet they still lead by 1, hoping somehow to hold on and win this game.
Elkhart's been on the flip side of this a lot of times where they had a lead and then it kind of, got squandered away. Let's see if they can finish from behind at this point in time instead of being ahead, because they have really struggled finishing games.
Again, going back to what we talked about, 10 in games score decided by 10 points or less, Elkhart has lost 8 times. Richardson lobs it out to Nocentelli, 38 seconds. Nocentelli leaning over the right-hand dribble, dribbles right, down to the block, kicked it in the corner, grabbed by Wendy. Wendy to the foul line, throw it out to Daniels, being chased by Gould. Warsaw with 5 team fouls. Daniels crosses over the lane, got around Gould, blocked off the backboard, rebound is loose in midcourt, grabbed by Nocentelli. He runs back down the lane, he's fouled by Kuhn. Is that going to be an intentional foul? It sure could be, I think it should be. Nocentelli's down in the heap, Kuhn grabbed him, and are they even going to give him free throws for it? Kuhn with the foul, 2 free throws, and that's all. That could have been a lot worse. Kuhn with his second. Now Nocentelli with 17 seconds left has a chance to tie the game. 65% free throw shooter, shooting for his 9th point. First one's up and in. Our first tie of the game comes at 42. Gates in for Richardson. And now Nocentelli with a chance for the lead, and Matt Moore is going to take his final timeout. I confirmed that with the scores table. No more timeouts for Warsaw. They take it here with the game tied at 42 and a free throw coming for the Lions.
Well, you take it now because you don't anticipate needing to stop the clock after a made basket from your team. So that means he's drawing up a play to win the game coming up here. Whether they make the free throw or they don't, he's not expecting to have more than 1 possession left in this game for the Warsaw Tiger offense. If you're Warsaw, you got to make sure you block out here. We've seen time and time again so far tonight, the JV game and then tonight, where if you don't block out and be physical, move your guy back, Elkhart is going to leap, they're going to grab rebounds, and they're going to get a second opportunity. So the worst thing you could do is allow Elkhart to get an offensive rebound and a put back off a miss, and then turn around and come the other way to try to win it. But hey, as rough as some of this has looked, this is still turning out to be an excellent ball game, quite frankly, because Elkhart just hasn't given up and kept fighting.
It's pretty exciting.
Cameron Daniels, doesn't matter what I know he's got 20, but the way he's led this team tonight is something that we've seen for 3 years how good he can be, and he has been phenomenal this evening.
A team that's 3-12. That's lost so many close games. 17 seconds left, and Nocentelli shoots to give Elkhart the lead. It's up. It's good. Tigers with 17 seconds left. Down by a point. Heckman across the line, 13 seconds. Standing between the circles. Lobs to Winchester with 9 seconds. Hands back to Gould. Gould races the right corner. Pulls up and shoots. And hits! 4 seconds to go. Timeout Elkhart. Gould with a floating 15-footer from the right baseline. Tigers by 1, 44-43.
And that's great execution. Cameron Daniels was fighting over the top of a screen and couldn't get through it. I thought they might call him for a foul. Instead, Jackson curls off that screen and hits a tough shot from about, 12, 15 feet. What a great shot by Jackson Gould.
Last time out of the game. Everybody's out from here out. Let's see if the officials got together and talked, which I'm going to assume was about putting more time up. How many Warsaw Elkhart games have come down to a final shot? Remember, when Gould made the game-winning shot at Northside Gym last year, Graydon Brath came in because there were 2 seconds left, and Brath blocked the inbounds pass to seal the win.
And it's funny you said that, because Luke Yeager went to the scores table and has checked in, and 25 for the Tigers will come in and, I'm guessing, probably do the same thing.
He is in the game, and Luke Bricker. Ryan Bricker, assistant coach for Warsaw, giving him instructions. My goodness, how much this looks like the regular season game at Northside Gym a year ago. The score in that game was a little higher. It's been a slow-moving train here for both of these teams. The game last year up there was 56-54. Now, here's Elkhart. Richardson will throw it in. Yeager guarding him, and he can run the end line, and they did put time up. 3.2 left. Here we go. No timeouts left. We're going to play this out. Richardson has the ball. Looking. Throws to Daniels deep in the backcourt. Dribbles to the timeline, across the line. Got down the lane, ran out of time! He ran out of time! He was still dribbling in the lane when the buzzer sounded. And Warsaw wins the game 44-43. Holy cow.
It's never easy to win a game no matter what's happening, and you've got to be happy for the Tigers to be able to gut out a win. Some unsung heroes like Tyler Kuhn with that steal down here plays huge parts of tonight's game.
The Tigers only score 5 points in the fourth quarter. Jackson Gould scored them all, but he had the one shot that mattered at the end again. And Warsaw wins it 44-43. Post-game coverage begins after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart, so you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Hey, it's Andrew from Bobcat of Warsaw, and basketball is back. Who doesn't love the roar of the crowd when someone drills a three-pointer from beyond the arc? Kind of like, who doesn't love the roar of equipment when you start it up, knowing you're about to get something done? So get your somethings done with Bobcat equipment from us. Check out our lineup of Bobcat loaders, excavators, tractors, and mowers. Come see us south of Warsaw on State Road 15. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger basketball.
Booyah! At Male Fashions on Center Street in Warsaw, we know that if you look good, you'll feel good. And just like in basketball, a little bit of confidence can make